July, right?
Right.
What again, James? What day was notice given?
On June 15th.
June 15th. So what would the full calendar month be? Which month would that be covered?
So there's 30 days in June. So then, it would go until July 15th would be.
No, see, that's wrong. That's wrong. You need one full calendar month. June doesn't count.
Oh, right. So it go to the end of July.
Correct. So what's the first day you could actually move out?
I guess the end of July.
What date is that, James?
July 31st.
Okay, so the what do you owe rent on August 1st?
No, he wouldn't owe rent on August 1st because he vacated before then.
Good. So what's the only month of rent he owes?
July.
And how much is that?
$100.
What's the answer?
B.
Correct. Okay, good. Very good, everyone. The answer here is B. Okay? The answer is B. I hope you all got that one right because, again, we did this one already, so there's nothing new. The answer here is B. Any questions on that? Don't say 30 days. I didn't mean to beat up on James, but he just happened to be next in the line. I would beat up on whoever was next. Say a full calendar month. Because when you say a full calendar month, you don't fall into the trap. I was saying, oh, June 15th, July 15th. Okay, that means the lease is over. It's always got to be the beginning to the end of the month. It can't be middle. So if you ever want to give notice, make sure you do it at the beginning of the month, the first day of the month. Otherwise, you're in trouble. Many years ago, I was doing an internship in DC over the summer, and I didn't really know what I was doing. So I thought, let me just drive down to DC from New York, and I'll find an apartment. And I'll just start a lease, in the middle of the month. And I think I must have gone there on maybe it was June 2nd or June 3rd. Maybe the second, third day of the month. And several landlords said, "Okay, that's nice. You want to sign a 3-month lease starting the first of the month? So maybe you want me to go through basically all of July, all of August, and all of September." Well, I didn't really need it June, July, and August. So finally, I found one place that was willing to let me start the lease on the second or third day of the month and had to pay a premium. So this first day of the month thing can be very tricky. Calendar months are very important for property. I don't know why, but that's how it's developed. Okay, questions on number on the first question. Okay. All right, now let's move on then. So we discuss different types of leases, right? We have the term of years, right, which is fixed. We have the periodic tenancy, which is going to be a month-to-month or a year-to-year lease. We talk about the tenancy at will. This is a sort of strange tenancy where it basically can last forever unless either the landlord or the tenant cancels and gives notice. And then we have this weird one, the last one, the tenancy at sufferance, right? This is the so-called holdover problem, where one person has a lease and that lease ends and he doesn't leave, right? It's black letter law that if you are on a piece of property and you don't have a right to be there, you're trespassing, right? So in theory, a landlord could take action to remove, evict a holdover tenant. The word is oust, O-U-S-T. That's where we use in law, oust. Now, a landlord may not want to oust a holdover tenant because perhaps the holdover tenant wants to pay rent. And the landlord says, well, we'll work something out. It's always possible with the tenancy at sufferance to write a new lease, right? They could just write a new term, maybe sign a 1-year lease and sign another year lease. Like they sign 2 consecutive term of year leases. That's fine. It's also possible for a holdover to sign a periodic tenancy. It says, okay, you know what? We will sign a new lease and go month to month. It's also possible for there to be a tenancy at will, where you have both the landlord and the tenant just agree to it until one terminates. Sometimes these holdovers are not even done in writing. They can be done orally because leases don't always have to be in writing. Okay. But so far, we've been thinking of the problem of the holdover in the context of the tenant who's still there. But you need to think about this from a different perspective. What about the person who wants to move in, right? What about the new tenant? I know this is going to sound obvious, but it's actually very important. Only one person can live in Blackacre at a time, right? I know it sounds very stupid, but it's true. Only one person can live in Blackacre at a time. If I sign the lease to move into Blackacre on January 1st, and there's a holdover tenant, a tenancy at sufferance, then I can't move in. So what am I going to do? Is my Zoom very choppy for you? Is it? Okay, let me just close it and reopen it because this is distracting me. I'm sorry. I apologize. Just give me like 1 minute. You guys say that. I'll be right back because it's really weird on my end.